What up, free bosses? So I wanted to just tell you this quick little story about my sister Elise. So for the longest time, she's been a nurse and then she was a server for a while. Being a server, she's very capped on the amount of income that she can make, as well as she's got a family. I mean, she's got a baby on the way right now. She's pregnant, and she also has 2 kids right now. One is 12 and one is a little over 1, Milo and Lily. She really wanted to try and figure out what was the next step. You know, what could she do that would get her in a position where she could be increasing her income every single year. She could be doing something that she actually loved doing. She could be putting in maybe less hours and making more money. She knew that she wanted to work from home. She knew that it was going to be a transition for her to learn this stuff, get really good at it, good enough to be hired, be paid to be able to do this stuff for businesses. So that was her desire, to figure out how to do this. And now, obviously, me being her brother, and I'm a remote worker, and I've been increasing my income every year, she turned to me and she wanted some help on some guidance on how, you know, I've been doing it and how she could kind of do it. And so I was like, yeah, Elise, let me show you. I want to really help you out. I want to make this transition happen for you. But I told her, I was like, this is going to be a lot of work. Not only are you going to have to keep working your main full-time job, but also you're going to have a second side hustle. But I guarantee you it will be worth it, because once you learn these skills, you'll be able to leave that serving job, that job that she hated at the time, and be able to just work from home, be her own boss, be a remote worker, and be able to really increase her income over the long term. So there was definitely some obstacles that she was going to have to overcome. She was going to have to keep working her full-time job to keep that flow of income coming in, as well as doing this side hustle, educating herself on the side, me working with her and taking all of my BS and my hard times of coaching her, cracking the whip on her, saying, hey, why didn't you do this? You were supposed to do this and this time. Hey, do this and do this. You know, all of my bossiness. Long story short, she is now at the point where she is going to be, it took a couple months, you know, it didn't take too long in the grand scheme of things, but it maybe took 4 to 6 months, I think, since the time that she started her education. She started to really get good at copywriting, because what I taught her is to first get really good at writing blogs and articles. Then after she got really good at writing blogs, then it was start writing sales copy. But she was able to start bringing on clients just after she had already gotten good at writing blogs and articles and sales copy. Now she's at the point where she's about to put in her 2 weeks notice, and she's going to be a full-time remote worker, being able to work from home, spend time with her family and her kids. Now, once she's a remote worker, then she can continue learning, continue that side hustle of education, as well as growing her client list and growing how much each client spends with her, and really grow her remote worker business. So she was definitely able to do this. I think a part of, you know, the transition was also convincing herself that it was possible for her to actually go through this transition and learn this new stuff and actually be able to do this, because her and a lot of other people, they don't fully believe in themselves to really know that they can do this type of jump. Everybody is so trained that they have to go with the traditional route of working in a traditional job where you're going to the office, or you're going into a retail store, you're going to a restaurant every single day, and that's how you make your money, and you're hustling hard doing that. They don't really know that it's so possible, it's so easily possible to learn this new skill, then get hooked up on the platforms. And so that's what I did, was I showed her the skills, and then I showed her where to now find the work to be able to offer these services. And right now I'm sweating so much because I'm over here by the lake. I'm about to chill by the pool over there. There's a pool over there if you can't even see it. But I mean, you can do this kind of stuff once you just become a remote worker, and it just takes time and it takes hard work. It takes self-discipline, because you need to be able to learn the new skill. Then you need to find the work where you can find these clients, and then eventually, as you're working both your jobs, then you need to take the risk and leave that full-time income, because at some point you'll have your side income coming in. Moral of the story is that I'm very proud of my sister. She was able to make this transition in her life, and now moving forward, she's gonna have a huge earning potential, increasing her client list. She can be working from home, she can set her own schedule, and all that kind of stuff. So I hope that this was able to inspire you and show you that this is so possible if you just spend the time to learn these new marketing skills, learn what you need to know in order to offer services to clients all around the world, be able to work from your laptop as long as you have internet access. And then the next step, what I want to teach you is how to then get these clients. Where do you go to find the clients? So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this does show you that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep hustling, and if you're hustling hard enough, then you can leave that job that you hate, whether it's at a restaurant or it's at a hotel or it's in a retail store. If you hustle hard enough and you learn the skills that you need to learn, then you'll be able to say goodbye to that, and then you'll be able to become a full-time remote worker, being able to work from home, work from anywhere you want, and be able to make laptop money basically. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.